Today we are going to focus on the second chapter, 11th Computer Science, chapter 2, that is types of software. Okay, so mainly in this chapter we are going to focus which are all the different types of software. First we will start with definition of software, types of software, and we will be introducing what is language processor and its classification, and we will focus on operating system and its types of operating system and all. Okay, so let's start. So the first point is, what is software? Software and hardware are the two familiar words for all of us. Hardware means what? Hardware are the physical components of any machine. Here computers, physical components, we can tell it as mouse, keyboard, etc. Here what is software? It is a set of instructions or programs which helps to execute a specific task. Right? So in other words, software is an organized instructions or code written by programmers using any of various computer language for specific purpose. Okay? So let's see what are the types of software. So mainly software is divided into three types: application software, system software, and third one is utility software. These are the main three types of software. So let us see one by one. What is application software? As the name suggests, it is used for some specific application. I can tell you one example for that, such as for banking or hotel management or word processing, Excel, spreadsheet. These are all the application software. That software will be helpful only for executing that type of task. Okay, that is it about application software. And what about system software? System software controls a basic function of a computer, and it hides the complexity of computer system from the user and application. So that's why a common man also can use that computer without much technical knowledge and all. Okay, so system software, I can tell you, that is divided into two types. Which are they? First one is operating system. You might have heard about that because it is a familiar word to all of us. When we are dealing with technology, we are all using operating system nowadays. Then next one is language processor. So the main classification of system software are operating system and language processor. Okay, so I'll come back with the explanation of operating system, compile and compiler in detail after the explanation of utility software. Okay, so next one, utility software. What is the duty of utility software? Which has to manage, maintain and control computer resources. Which are the computer resources? Like keyboard, mouse, printer. These are all the computer resources. And I can tell you the example also, like antivirus software, backup softwares are there, disk defragment tools are there. These are all the softwares which helps to manage the computer resources. Is it clear? Okay. So let us see system software or operating system. What is that? Operating system is a software or system program that controls and manages the computer resources. We can also tell it as operating system act as a resource manager. Okay, that's why the application software can run on it. Okay, the examples we are all familiar with. Which are they? Microsoft Windows is there, Solaris, Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Apple's iPhone OS, etc. Lot many examples we are all familiar with. So, operating system is the main software for the smooth functioning of a system. So, let's see how operating system works. In any computer or mobile device, the OS can be termed as a backbone when it comes to the software. Okay, it is a main software, essential software. It is also act as an interface between application software and system, right? Because it has to be there before other programs can be run. It works as a interface between the machine and user. So at the simplest level, I can say that OS does two things. Which are the main two duties of operating system? It manages the hardware resources of the computer system. Prime duty. Then next one, continuation. These resources include such things as the processor, memory, disk space, etc. Okay. So what is the first point? Manages hardware resources. Second one, it provides a stable, consistent way for the application to deal with the hardware without having to know all the details of hardware. There is no need of getting expertise in hardware field and all. We can handle. So that makes so simple with the help of operating system. Is it okay? So we can make a clear idea about the functions of OS. Okay. So processor management. First one, processor management. What do you mean by processor management? Because processor is doing that processing part, that is a cream or essence part of a task execution. So it loads, schedules and execute processor programs. That is a duty of processor management. So next operating system performing which one? Memory management. It allocates or deallocates the memory for the program execution. That is a other main function of OS. The allocation and deallocation of memory for program execution. Next one is device management. Communicate and controls various input-output devices. Okay. Then next one is storage management. What is that? Manages and controls the storage devices to provide the space to program for the execution and data save. Okay. So next one is application interface. So API drivers provide a way for applications to make use of the hardware and all. The next one, I have already mentioned you that it acts as a user interface. So structure for interaction between a user and the computer. So these are the key functions of operating system. That's why we are telling that operating system is the main software for the smooth functioning of a system. Is it clear? So let's see what are the types of operating system. There are 6 types of operating system. So let's see one by one. First one is single user, single task operating system. As the name suggests, it is only able to manage with one single user and it can execute only single task. Okay. So these OS work on single task and single user at a time. So what is the example for that? DOS, disk operating system. Second one is single user multitask operating system. This OS works on more than one task and processes them concurrently. That means simultaneously at a time. So which are the examples for that? Windows 94 or later versions of Windows coming under this classification. The next one is multi-user OS. In this OS, multi-users are allowed to access the same data or information at a time via network or through net. Okay. So examples, Unix, Linux, Windows 7, these are all the examples of multi-user operating system. The next one is multi-processing operating system. A single process runs on 2 or more processors. All the processing and their management takes place in a parallel way. Hence, these OS are also called parallel processing. So, examples are Linux, Unix and Windows 7. Okay. The next one is embedded operating system. What do you mean by embedded system, embedded operating system? These are the embedded systems inside a device which is located in ROM. I can tell you the example, then it will be very, very clear to all of you. OS of microwaves, washing machine, these are all the electronic gadgets with examples of embedded operating system. The next one is distributed operating system. In this operating system, computers work in cooperation with each other. These are all the main classification of which one types of operating system. Okay. So which is the second classification of system software? That is language processor. So language, what is the duty of language processor? We all know that computer understand only the machine language in the form of zeros and ones. With the help of that only it will be able to execute. So language processor converts whatever the programs written in programming language that will be converted into which one? Machine language or low level language. So with the help of language processor, which are all the instructions given by the user or programmer like us, that is getting converted into zeros and ones, then computer will be able to understand what will be the instruction, then according to that it is working. Okay, so that is the duty of which one? Language processor. So what is language processor? Language processor which helps to convert the program written in high level language to low level language. Is it clear, children? So let us see what are the classification of language processor. Language processor is divided into mainly three. So which are they? Compilers, interpreters and assemblers. So let us see one by one. So basic function is nothing but conversion from high level language to machine language. So the nature of performing the duty is little bit different from one to another. That's why it is classified into these three classification. So let us see compiler. You might have heard about compiler, right? So compiler converts the high level language to code to machine language in one session. It takes time because it have to translate high level code to low level machine language all at once. Then save the executable object code to memory. So all the whatever be the number of codes number of lines you written as code, that will be converted in one go. Then it will be giving as object code, executable object, save in that executable object code to memory. That is the duty of compiler. Then what will be interpreter? Interpreter means it translates, it also translates, but what is the difference? It reads the code immediately after executing that code, then it will be making the error report for that. Then after correction, it will be able to proceed. So line by line, it will be translating, and after rectification only it will be moving forward. That is the duty of interpreter. Then next one is assembler. Assembler also doing the same duty, but whatever the programs earlier days and all the programs were written in assembly language. So whatever the programs written in assembly language, that will be get converted into which one? Machine language. And that is divided into one pass assembler and multi-pass assembler. So let us see what is the difference between compiler and interpreter. This is one of the very important question that can be asked for your exam. So you please focus on it. Okay. So let's see specialties of compiler. First, scans the whole program in one go. Then the errors are shown at the end together. Then it converts the instructions into systematic code. Examples are C, C++, C#, etc. So in all these languages, compilers are using. And about interpreter, translate the program one statement at a time, and errors are shown line by line. Due to interpreters being slow in executing object code, it is preferred less. Then it doesn't convert the instructions, instead it directly works on source language. Examples are Python, Perl, etc. Okay. So application software classification is general purpose is also there, specific purpose is also there. General purpose means it is used that software which will be helpful for daily use purpose, like word processor, spreadsheet, presentation, database management system, etc. Specific purpose means it will be able to use only for that purpose, and the rest of the things I've already explained to you in the earlier part of this session: utility software, antivirus, compression tools and all. And compression tools, antivirus are all the examples of utility software. You know what is the function of all those things, and I'm not going to explain all those things. Okay, if you want to get any more explanation from this chapter, please comment it my comment box. Then I'll be explaining whichever the part you need more explanation about it. Okay, so in this I've already included some more examples of utility softwares also. You go through that one. Then if you're having any sort of doubts, you can feel free to ask me. If you found this session is very useful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and it will give you more inspiration to do more for you. Okay, then you can also share with your friends. If you're visiting my channel at the first time, please subscribe my channel, and let us see in the next session chapter 3 of 11th computer science. Okay, thanks for watching.